Yo, what's cracking, baby? Happy Wednesday.
Happy
Odin's Day.
Wednesday. Odin's Day, right? It's Odin's Day.
You know how I feel about this, baby. You know how I feel about this Odin's Day.
You're the only
Recording in
person I know
progress.
that loves this. You love it,
It's
buddy.
something about Wednesdays, man. Hump day. I feel like, half the battle is done. Plus binge worthy, of course.
Yes, it's
I
every
mean,
Wednesday.
how can you not get excited about binge worthy? We're gonna be talking about The Witcher, but that's a little bit later on. But the things that you gotta put in priority, and one of those things is the intro. Hello, nerds! Woo! Welcome to Geekbeast. This is part of the Geekish Network. This is also your daily rundown of geek news from geeks like you, geeks like me. Yo, if you look like us and you're geeky, you should be here. This is what we do. You new to the show, we cover the geek news beat. We share our opinions with you. I am your host for the evening, Sintel. And over here, right here, the Black Lion himself, yo, my man Chuck. I ain't called you the Black Lion in all of 22.
What's going on? It's 2022, not 2022, but 2022.
How you feel over there, champion?
I feel great. I mean, this has been an interesting week. Consumer electronics show's been going on. It's usually the world's largest consumer electronic convention, and I'm seeing pictures from the floor from my friends, and the place is a ghost town. It's like,
really?
Yeah, it's a ghost town. Like my friends taking pictures.
Omarion?
Yeah, the Marion's taking everything. Or the Flurona. The Flurona's taking everything. Apparently, people went out there. Like, companies are going out there, and the whole entire company is called the Rona. So people are stuck in hotel rooms.
Word?
Yeah. It is wild. It is wild.
Yo, you said something that I just saw trending today, as a matter of fact. First time I heard the word Flurona. Yo, so that's what's going on? It's like people are catching both at the same time? Is that what that is?
They double fisting.
Good Lord. Oh, yuck. Why would you do that to yourself?
Sounds horrible.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Hospitals are on fire right now. I heard they say if you're not having a surgical procedure done, they're sending you home.
Why would you do that to you? That's all we can do is just pray for you.
Yeah, pray for people for that. No. And apparently, your normal cloth masks don't do anything for you, apparently. I don't know. There's so many things. Man, there's so much misinformation. And there's so much information on the internet that contradicts itself and doesn't fully explain itself, such as the CDC. Because the CDC said, we're sticking behind this 5-day thing. We're sticking behind it.
Yo, they're like, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah.
Take your butts to work. I'm not okay with this. I don't know how you feel about it. I'm not okay with this. They're like, take your butts to work.
All right. So CES, give me the lowdown of something that's been hitting your social feeds or even just your personal your phone. Somebody's been sending you direct messages regarding this.
First of all, PlayStation VR 2, right?
Okay.
They kind of showed the controllers. They kind of showed the controllers in the announcement, like, "Hey, we got to bring PlayStation VR back. We support VR. We're PlayStation. PS5 is going to fully support it. Matter of fact, see all these companies we got on this board here." Like all the studios, they're all going to contribute to it somehow, some way. We're like, okay. But apparently, their controller, the 6-axis controller, you know the new controller we love so much.
Yeah, I think it's basic.
They actually put it in the VR controllers.
Whoa, you're talking about like the
cooling and the feeling.
Really?
Yeah.
That was like one of the main selling goals. I'd say at least half of the reason why you should buy a PlayStation 5 is for the controller. Sticks.
It's for the controller.
And they're putting the sticks in the VR, really?
Yeah. So they'll have pull and push. And apparently they put it in the mask too, the headset. So you'll feel things in the headset. Yeah.
You're selling me? Selling me?
Yeah. Somehow the rumor is, I'm not saying who told me, but they can make you kind of feel like zero gravity if you're in space floating around in the headset. Because it messes your equilibrium of your brain because they can pulse it.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Listen. I like the concept. Yeah. I just don't know if I personally like that.
Yeah, we'll see. So you get on a roller coaster, you can feel it.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're moving. So apparently it can alleviate motion sickness. You can be
It can
sitting.
alleviate
It
it.
can alleviate motion sickness because they can emulate the what your brain would think of motion in the headset.
Right.
So when you're walking, it would have the rhythm of the walk, and you think you're walking
So
even if you're sitting there.
that's dope. So
That is
I
dope.
never got a chance to really to rock with the VR headsets from the
Hmm.
old PlayStation. Could you play like a regular PlayStation games on like
Yeah,
I know there's
it
some
just pops up as a screen inside
it
the
just pops up on the
headset.
screen. Okay.
Just pops up as a
Okay.
screen.
And
It's not in 360, but they did make Resident Evil in VR, and it shit scary. I didn't play it. I don't like scary games in the first place, but
yeah,
yeah, it was kind of scary. I
I'd
put it
rock with
on.
it.
Yinka was like, "Hey, check it out. You'll like it." I said, Yinka, I don't like scary games. I don't know about you. Horror lives with me. I can't just experience some horror and let it go. I'm thinking about it all the time. It just sits there and grinds in my brain all day long.
Right.
You know.
Oh, yuck. All right. So is it wired or is it going to be wireless, kind of like how Facebook's whole
They
system is set
haven't
up?
said. I'm assuming it's wired because it needs the power of the PS5.
Okay. All right.
So I think
And
it's gonna
also because
tether.
of battery too,
Yeah.
because I think I would assume, you know better than I would. I
Hmm.
would assume the binge rate for taking in that type of content is considerably higher on a console than it would be for say like Facebook's Meta
Oh
system
man,
that they
Meta
have
system.
going on.
Well, Meta system's good. It's like some really good smartphone and a headset, right?
Right.
They're really good about that. But what
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation's trying to do is actually bring in gaming experiences like full blown.
Mm-hmm.
They have foveated view in it, high resolution games to you, where even the Oculus Quest 2 is not gonna give
Yeah.
you high res graphics, and PlayStation saying, "Oh, we're gonna bring you that. You're getting that. You're getting that.
Oh, yo, see
You're
now you
you're
just
you're,
sold me on that
you're getting that."
because I've
They have
played with
eye
the
tracking
Oculus 2,
inside of it
and it
too.
is dope. It is dope, but there is like there's a noticeable difference
Mm-hmm.
in the presentation as far as graphical presentation. There's a
Mm-hmm.
noticeable difference.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me that I could potentially get PS5 level graphics in a VR world. That's what you're
That's what they're
telling me
saying.
that could potentially
They're
happen.
claiming that. I think it's gonna be like PS4, but
Wow.
that's still good.
Still
and
amazing.
and they have
Yeah.
eye tracking inside of it. There's a lot of things.
Uh-huh.
They have foveated screen view. They did a lot of things smart. Like they put Sony's good engineering team behind this because Sony's a hardware
Ooh.
company, they're an engineering company, so they actually probably have made probably the best headset probably coming out. And if they have the controller right, I just want it for the controller.
Yo, the controller
That
by
sold
itself
me.
is going to sell me as well.
The
All
haptic
right, so
controller.
you said eye tracking. So
Yeah.
tell people
So the funk said
what that means.
So the funk said it's a single wire inside out tracking, no more separate camera needed. So the cameras are built onto the headset. You can see it too. It looks amazing. Yeah. So what were you about to say? What were you about to say?
What was I about to say? Damn, I forgot what I was
Oh,
about to
you can see
say.
uh, the funk. Is that real? Are those graphics from Horizon VR the actual graphics for the game? I thought that was just a sizzle reel. I was like, they're not gonna hit this level of graphics. Apparently
Well, that's incredible.
they have Horizon Zero Dawn. This is one of the
Uh
first
huh.
games they're making. They call it the Forbidden Mountain or something.
Okay.
And it's a game. You're playing Horizon Zero Dawn in first person, walking around, and you're doing stuff, killing robot creatures, robot
So
dinosaurs.
is there an estimated like release? Are we talking like maybe Christmas of next year?
Probably Christmas come out.
Okay. And what would be a good price tag for you? Because I doubt they'd
Two
announce the
ninety
price
nine.
tag. That's that's about the same price as the Oculus, actually.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking it's two
Yeah.
ninety nine. 250, 299.
All right. Well, shoot. I if you're telling me I can get something that can be that powerful for the same price as the Meta, as the Oculus, ooh, Facebook might be
You
in a
know it'd
little
be
bit of trouble
smart.
with that Oculus.
You know it'd be smart as Sony.
What's
They
that?
finally get their open game developer system open, the PlayStation
Mm-hmm.
Now. They update PlayStation Now for all current games and all the VR games they have. Charge you
Mm-hmm.
15.99 and say, "Hey, PSVR 2 fans, you get all the VR games too for 15.99. All this comes bundled.
And they just sell you the set,
Sell you the headset
whoo,
because you got a whole library of games from the last console for VR
right.
And you have
Yeah.
everything that's you have most things that the Oculus Quest has,
Mhm.
and now you will have the PS5 VR stuff as well.
Yo, that's gangster. That's definitely gangster.
Yeah, and
All
if
right.
they can get it together, they get their PS Now
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
PlayStation
Yeah.
Now.
Wow. Okay. And that's the first thing that you've talked
First
about on
thing got me
CES.
excited.
Wow. Okay. So hit me with something else, man. What else
It
should I be
doesn't get
looking
me as
for?
excited, but it's kind of wild. Is the
Okay.
BMW Color Changing Car. So they were able to put e-ink on the car. It's only black and white right now, but they were able to put e-ink as the paint on the car. So your car can be black or white or pinstripe or whatever you want it to be.
Okay, so explain to the viewers who may not know what e-ink
Okay.
is. I'm one of those viewers. I don't know
Okay.
what e-ink is.
E-ink is something I forgot who created it. I want to say Sony probably created e-ink. I think them or Toshiba, one of them made e-ink. It is
Okay.
I don't know how to the actual technical terms for it. It's basically like the Kindle, where
Okay.
like it's a soft light of lights come on LEDs. It looks like ink on a piece of paper, but it's
Okay.
electronical. It's magnetized. It's a magnetized
Huh.
a light signal that hits the screen and has looks like
Okay.
the color of ink. If I'm correct, the funk will correct me in the chat. There's a company named
Okay.
Remarkable. They have an e-ink tab. There's people that still make e-ink tabs. It's really nice. It's really crisp and really fine. So apparently
Okay.
BMW was able to cover a whole entire car with yeah, it's like two-sided beads. One's black side and one's white side. Yeah, but it's a
Okay.
magnetic signal that flips it or something. It's really brilliant. It's really
Wow.
brilliant.
So you can just like put any
Hit a
kind of
button.
pattern you want on your
Mm-hmm.
car.
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Hit a
that's
button, turn it
bananas.
all black or turn it all white.
Oh, that's
So
bananas.
they have it on the
Oh.
CES floor, and it's changing all kinds
Okay.
of colors, and it's going black and white. It looks like a disco ball. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I found that very interesting. It's never going to be loud on the streets because people are going to be run red lights. The car's going to be black one minute, white the next minute. They're not going to have any tags on their
Right.
car. They're going to have any
Oh, yo,
tags on
that's
their car.
true. Yo, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
Man,
Well,
there's
it
so
may
many.
not necessarily be allowed on the streets,
Yeah, yeah.
but people will still own it. People
Tesla's
still
feeling
own it.
that right now. Tesla's feeling that right now with the Tesla truck, right? It has to pass safety
Uh-huh.
standards. The truck is unibodied. It's not made to dent. That means it's going to shred every car it runs into. If it runs into a car, it's going to
So it's like a
shred
mini
people
tank.
up. It's like a mini tank. They're probably feeling that right now. I mean, it's bad enough they got to put mirrors on it. They're like, you have to have mirrors in your car. And they like, that makes the car ugly. We'll think of something. We'll think of some type of mirror to put on it. You have to have windshield
Wow.
wipers. Well, we're gonna make special type of wipers. Right now they have one big wiper on the vehicle right now. It looks kind of weird.
Yes, he's sticking with the LA mindset because it don't rain a lot there. All
Yeah.
right. All right. So CES. Okay. So let's see. We got the fact that CES is empty. We got a very good introduction to some new virtual headsets that's going to be attached to the PlayStation property. And we have cars that have the ability to change their color or pattern, more so pattern than color for right now. Okay. That
Something
sounds pretty
else.
tantalizing to me. Go ahead. Yeah, give me something else.
Kohler, they made the faucet company, the bathroom
Okay.
faucet company, the kitchen faucet company. They make appliances, right, for your bathroom, toilets and everything, right? They
Yeah.
made a voice command bathtub.
All right. So you can like you can tell your bathtub how to control the jet
Yeah,
streams and
yeah,
stuff like that, the
like
temperature and all that.
yeah, yeah. I'm thinking you have
Run it back.
jacuzzi bath. You can be like, yo, I want a Japanese onsen feel. I don't think it's that intelligent, but I can see it going that direction. You know, the
Yeah.
temperature of your bathtub. Like I find it
Yeah.
weird here, right? Because in Japan, when you run a bath, you soak in the bathtub
Uh-huh.
in Japan, but you shower
Hmm.
outside first. Like the shower room is by itself. It's not attached to the
Hmm.
toilet. The toilet's a toilet room because you
Hmm.
shouldn't poo where you bathe at because of fecal matter. But in America, we just combined them. I don't know. That's what we did. I don't know. We did that
Yeah,
here.
now that you've said that, I can't unhear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Japan, you walk into a room, you shut the you
Okay.
shut the door like a standing standing shower, and the bathtub is in it.
Mhm.
But the shower head actually has a temperature on it. You know how hot your shower is because it tells you how hot it is. So you can turn it to
Right.
72 degrees, 75 degrees, 85 degrees. And anything over
Yeah.
85, you have to press a button down to get over 85 because that can actually burn you. So,
Okay.
and you turn the shower and you hit the button and it starts to shower and you just wash yourself down. I was like, why don't we have that? Why do we still have knobs? It doesn't make sense for us to have knobs.
Yeah, we've had knobs since
We could
grandma and
have
grandpa had
one
knobs.
knob that tells us the temperature. So I'm assuming this bathtub eliminates all knobs altogether. You just tell it the temperature. Run my bath water at 75 degrees.
Hmm.
And in Japan, the bathtub, some of the bathtubs, my bathtub in my apartment, the floor heated up where you took the shower,
Mhm.
and the tub itself heated up. Cause you soak after you take a shower in Japan and get yourself clean, you go soak in the tub like an onsen. You put salts and stuff in it and just soak in it for like 30 minutes. Then you cover the
I need to go
water
to
up. When
Japan.
you cover the tub up, they have a sheet that
Mhm.
covers the tub, and you get out, and then you wipe yourself down and get out, and you're done with the shower. The next day you shower, then you hop in the tub again. You start it up. No, my tub heats up. It heated up the water inside of it as well. I think Collier is like, hey, we're gonna take this Japanese stuff they fast for about a century now, and we're gonna bring it over and make it voice controlled.
Yo, I'm here for it. All right. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, baths in 2022, why not? And
Yeah.
then I can experiment with in what was it, Cowboy Bebop, one of the characters was talking about shower bath shower. I need to try the
Shower
shower
bath.
bath shower.
Yeah, shower bath shower. That's what you're supposed to do. In Japan, they shower bath shower. They shower bath shower, which makes
Oh, that's
total
funny.
sense. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like it's so funny that America's hip to bidets now. Everybody knows talking about bidets. They're like, "Yo,
Yeah, we
Chuck, I
had a
heard
whole
y'all
show
had
on
great
bidets.
bidets in Japan." Like, oh, we had an amazing bidet. I
Yeah.
said I had to get used to toilet paper, wiping myself with toilet paper again when I got back to America. It felt weird wiping a dry booty. Wiping a dry booty's weird. Like that's so weird. It's so
I don't
nasty.
even
It's
know how
so
we got back to the
nasty.
bidet.
It's like smearing. It's like smearing fecal matter all over yourself. It's the worst. It's the worst. So America's
Oh,
getting there. We're
okay.
becoming more and more civil. We're
Slowly
getting
but
more
surely.
civil. Slowly but surely. But
Right.
speaking of
We need some
appliances,
civility. Mm-hmm.
Samsung came swinging for the fences.
Okay.
They're like, look, we come
Mm-hmm.
for all these high tech appliances. Y'all know how we do. Our washer and dryer
Right.
has AI in it. It figures out what you're washing. It recognizes if you wash your jeans separately from the rest of your clothes, and it
Mm-hmm.
recognizes when you throw jeans into the washer and jeans into the dryer. Like, oh, this is the jean load. It
Mm.
knows about texture. Or, I don't know. It does. It figures it out and it
Some
learns it.
some some
So
type of Samsung magic.
so
Yeah.
it learns your settings. So you can actually just throw stuff into the washer and dryer and it just learns the settings and does what it needs to do. But they not only did that, they said, we got colors. You can pick the colors of all this stuff. You want a different color refrigerator door? We had the
Uh-huh.
4-door refrigerator. Each of those could be a different color. Oh, you want a different color in your washer? You just order it up. We got 21 colors over here. Pick whatever color you want. We got green. You want some lavender? We
Right.
got lavender over
Right.
here. They just made colors for everything. I'm like, Samsung's going hard. But they are the company too at CES a couple of years ago where they had
Okay.
cufflinks and you put
Okay.
them in your clothes. It was like a smart cufflink. And it actually had like your ID and your Apple Wallet and everything. You just tap your cufflink on stuff. They said they
Oh,
used
that
it for
sounds like
like
some James
trains.
Bond stuff right there.
They use it in trains in Korea where you can tap your for a train. There's an NFC chip and you just tap and you get into the train stations and stuff like that.
Mm.
How bad we need that now in the age of COVID. Just tap
Yeah, when you're not
everything.
trying to touch stuff.
You're not trying to
You know,
touch
it's
stuff.
what's interesting to me regarding all of this in CES is that all of these amazing concepts and ideas and these dreams and motions and dreams enacted into reality so that you can get a chance to touch and mess with some of this stuff. None of it is addressing the fact that we still have a supply chain problem. We still have a silicone problem. we still have a lot of these things we may not be able to see because there's just not an infrastructure to supply it to the masses. So I was wondering, did anybody talk about this? I mean, we're talking about the tech expo on the planet right now, and tech is the hardest thing to get in these streets right now.
It is. Man, I don't think anybody's addressing the supply chain issues. Matter of fact, what we're getting is like, we're getting MKB, Marquise Brownlee. We're getting him saying, you know what I'm excited about? The Mac Pro. Apple Silicon. I'm ready for them to make a Mac Pro and an iMac with the M chip in it. Where are they getting the silicon from?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't understand what's going on.
Everybody's talking about all the tech they're hoping for this year. They're like,
right.
They're like, iPhone's thinking about going to a 48 megapixel camera. Right now they're 12, so they can shoot 8K. And 48 minutes of 8K is 1 terabyte. So they're gonna come for 1 terabyte camera. I'm like, I don't think I need a terabyte on my camera, on my phone. I don't think I need a terabyte.
Why are you shooting 8K anyways? That's the other thing.
I'm like, shooting at 8K? You can't even edit that. You need a Mac Pro to edit that.
Yeah, hey, these are just some of the horrible problems of dealing with an overly tech.
You know what's going to end up happening? People are going to make homemade videos in 8K, and they'll go rent out a theater and play them.
Well, I mean, if you're shooting 8K, you might as well rent out a theater because you're going to need a screen that size in order to really appreciate all of the details on that screen. It's you're killing ants with sledgehammers.
Yeah, it is. You're killing ants with sledgehammers at that point. But nobody's really talk about the chip shortage. They're like, oh, it's going to be over with. By the end of 2022, it's going to be over with. It's like, yeah, so it's half the population.
Yeah, it's like, oh no. I don't know, man. I don't think that chip shortage is going anywhere anytime soon.
I have no idea. This is the wildness of it all. I have no idea, but that's what's going on in CES. We did a whole CES type show right now. I expect more announcements. I'm pretty sure the companies that came are probably upset because they had to show up. They had the show phase. They probably thought more people were going to be out here, but they didn't expect Omarion and Unicron to be what it is. And Flurona.
Flurona, that's the one. That's the one that's getting everything. Hey, man.
Everybody.
We got like about another good 5 more minutes. Can I do just a quick headline rundown and just give me just give me your thoughts? Give me your thoughts.
Shoot,
all right, man. Grammy Awards postponed indefinitely because of Omarion again. The Omicron surge is postponed the Grammys. First thought, man. Just give me your first take real quick. What do you think? What you think about that?
I don't want nobody singing with Omarion coming off their mouth. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be in that room. And come on now, are award shows that important that we have to have them?
Yeah, that's true. Last I checked, I believe it's the Golden Globes that aren't even having an official ceremony anymore. It's just, they're just going to read off nominations and names and keep it moving. So, hey, this is the world we're into. All right, another hot take. So around 14,000 Chinese game studios have been shut down to the licensing freeze. So we talked about this briefly earlier regarding how in China, they are changing the way gaming is being done. We think and assume it's because it's affecting productivity. A lot of licenses have to be given to some of these gaming studios in order for them to put all their works into the market, and they've been freezing it. They've not been allowing a lot of these products to come out, and a lot of these game studios are shutting down as a result of it. That's the skinny of it. I know. I know the funk is looking at me like, that's not everything, man. There's more. We don't have time to get into more. That's the skinny of it. So yeah. So they're really putting their actions where their mouth is saying. They're like, y'all gotta chill out.
That's so crazy. They're shutting down companies that potentially can make them a lot of money, right? Yeah. Chinese government takes about a third of everybody's company. They're saying, hey, we'd rather sacrifice that third of money that we're going to make so people can work in these factories a little harder.
Yeah.
That's so wild to me.
They for real about it, man.
They are about that life.
Let me do this little quick blurb. It said, normally the National Press and Publication Administration approves around 80 to 100 games a month. However, as the South China Morning Post reports, a list of approved new game titles titles hasn't been released since the end of July, and that's about right when we got the story regarding China cracking down on all these folks gaming. Let's see. We got like one more minute. This one can kind of like
time.
This one can kind of segue into a binge-worthy. So Nexon, a company called Nexon, is investing $400 million into the Russo brothers production company, AGBO. So in case you don't know who the Russo brothers are, they were the directors that did the Avengers Endgame. And they announced that they received this big, gigantic cash sum, and this investment is going to allow the company to aggressively pursue game development around its IP. That's what AGBO is saying, the production company that they run. They're saying it represents a significant juncture for entertainment, furthering the convergence of franchise filmmaking and games with the global reach. Our collaboration is based on our shared vision of the future of storytelling and utilizing this unique talent on both companies. That's a lot of dough to throw at two directors. Wow, I wonder what they're going to do with that. I mean, they're saying it's a merging of entertainment and gaming as a whole.
$400
you got two
million
good storytellers.
Given the Russos, that is the cost of like 2 of their movies.
That's you know what, when you put it in those terms, that's a relatively quick and
that's
recouping your
4
investment.
years of work for them.
Yeah, that is very true. That is true.
Now they said we're gonna drop $4 billion into their studio. I'd be like, whoa, but $400 million is nothing to bark at.
No, I mean that's a lot of dough. But here's the thing: it sounds like it's not going to be just movies. It sounds like it's going to be games and other forms of entertainment. But here's what's interesting is that they're giving that kind of money to storytellers. It's essentially what it is. People that have mastered the craft of storytelling, and they're going to use that talent in order to pitch other products. Usually, like, I don't know about master. I can see you pausing.
I feel a certain type of way about that because I worked at a company that did the same thing. It's a little streaming company, and they said, "Hey, we're gonna give the money to storytellers. We're not gonna give it to the producers and stuff. We're gonna give the money to creatives." And we were so far. We've had a couple of good things come out of that streaming company, and we had a lot of mediocre things come out of the streaming company. You gotta think they gave Michael B. Jordan a superhero show about a little kid that was a superhero. Yeah. And it was horrible.
It got a second season too.
It did, because they paid Michael B. Jordan a lot of money. You better try to recoup some of that money. Yeah. And it could have been so good.
Yeah, something Saving Dion or something
Yeah,
Raising Dion maybe. I think that was the Halle Berry movie, was Raising Dion. Well, whatever, it may be that. But they throwing, Amazon's been throwing, top dollar at creatives. HBO Max is signing deals with storytellers. So, it looks like it's a part of the main thing. It looks like it's going to be the new normal.
Yeah. So I like the fact creatives are getting the money. I make sure the creatives do well. If I would have had to give $400 million to some creatives, it's Lord and Miller and Edgar Wright would get my money. And it's maybe because I crush Edgar Wright's work. Man, I tell everybody, I watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Scott Pilgrim the same day, and it was the most perfect day ever.
That sounds pretty dope, man. That sounds like a viewing experience where you never get distracted by your phone.
Nope, not at all. Not at all.
I might have to bite your style.
You should do that. I should do that.
Are we about to wrap this up?
We're ready to wrap it up.
Good one? Are we good? All right. Well, we're about to have some cross talk. We got binge-worthy coming on right around the corner, and that is when we take a series and binge it so that you don't have to. You get a chance to hear our opinions and let you know if it's worth your time. I promise you're going to have a really good time because we are very opinionated.
It's going to be a lively discussion today.
Yeah. Today's we'll wait until we get some of the people in, and we'll have the introduction of what the actual content is going to be. But as far as giving props and respect to everybody that has helped put Geekbeast together, thank you so much, Digital Click, for piecing us together. When we look good, the show was good. It makes everybody feel good. Huge, gigantic shout out to my man Defunk as well for curating all of this amazing content that we've been putting together. And of course, you know, you can check us out every single day, Monday through Friday, to get your geek fix on. Yo,
And
my man
guess
John
what?
Randolph.
Before you do that, guess what? We a podcast right now, so you can get Geekbeast on all your local podcast networks, and particularly iPod, Apple Podcasts. So we're there. So if you want to go replay us and just listen to us as you're working out, running, or meditating, you got Geekbeast right now.
Nice.
So
you
we're
heard
all
it
going
first.
live, guys.
Nice.
Yo, the nastiest left-right combo has just walked into the building.
Yeah.
Yo, Johnny Randolph and Courtney Wright. How
going
is
on,
it going?
Happy New Year, guys.
Hello.
Happy
Happy
New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yo, what are we watching this evening? What's going down with the binge?
Courtney just did a little side talk. So tell them, Courtney, what we watching?
We're watching The Witcher, as my T-shirt says, Care
Hey,
Morin.
Kid Moyen. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you.
Nice.
All right, I got you.
Which season are we
I got
watching?
Siri creeping behind me. Season 2.
Siri with her old ass. I'm sorry. We'll talk about that later on. Let me stop.
Hey.
Yo, Johnny, we got the Wild Hunt, which is arguably one of the main reasons this series got kicked off is because of the success of the video game.
Video game.
man.
You got that in the backdrop.
Yeah.
You know how we feeling about The Witcher, man?
Man, it's interesting. I ain't gonna say too much because we're gonna talk about it ad nauseum and in depth coming up here at Binge Worthy. So but stay tuned. Stay tuned if you just want like a fascinating conversation and at any moment a fight could break out. If you like that idea, you might want to tune in to Binge Worthy.
Did you all see the animation? Did y'all
I
see
haven't
that?
seen it yet.
Nightmare of the Wolf.
Yeah, Nightmare of the Wolf. What'd you think of it?
I thought that was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was necessary too, because especially before you get to season 2, it gives you a little bit more understanding of certain characters.
Yeah, certain characters.
And who the Witchers are and how they came to be. Yeah, how they came to be, and then like they're the leader or the head Witcher, who's Vesemir. You really get to know Vesemir because it's really his story, the Nightmare of the Wolf.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I guess with that said, we'll go down and be back up in 4 minutes at 8:10. 8:10 Pacific Standard Time. So I don't know what that is for everybody else.
It's 11:10 Eastern time.
11:10 Eastern Time.
Okay.
And 9:10 Mountain Time.
I am curious what everybody thinks. I think it's gonna be a mixed bag. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.